So Arthur, you see the group in the corner because there's always a corner in every inn reserved for adventurers. They're eating. A new face is there with them. Most of the party has left, as in these are the remaining party members. Everyone else went to go along to business, or just teleported away, or went away. So there's a lot of catching up Arthur needs.
Some of them went to 5 points.
Some of them went to 5 points, but we'll have our never ending but always trustworthy Jedi explain any questions that you have.
I mean, what did I miss last time? I don't know. I don't know. I missed a lot. I missed the last game, so.
Well, Jedi no longer hits you now. Now he hits, Serena's character.
I didn't hit Serena's character last game.
Well, you should.
He hit my character first, and then he switched to Louise. So it's time for somebody else.
I'll be the new guy on.
Okay, cool.
I'll be the new one. That's like it's like an initiation.
Or we
I
could
guess
have
so.
done with the whole hitting each other thing. I would like that personally.
I don't think we're done with it.
Jedi also says that out loud.
Judging by Peter.
What?
Nothing.
I heard Peter better not kill my dog.
I'm just assuming the dog's under the table, having some food.
Well, I just don't want Serena's character to go John Wick on me.
Well, you see, I got this lovely wand over here, and I'm just gonna make it disappear. And as I open a teleportation, bring the DM, and ta-da! Disappears.
Now I'm just gonna walk out my house one day and take an arrow to my shoulder and be like, "What the fuck? What the fuck did this come? Who does this?"
All of a sudden, you're gonna hear Jedi failed his saving throw.
And then we're all gonna see on the news that Yesley has fallen into a pit hole and is unable to get out.
Okay, so Arthur, you were with us when we left the Dread Forest, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The last thing that I remember is that we finally got out. We were at the base, ready to head back to either 5 points or another place. I didn't know what ended up being decided. And I unlocked my scroll, which I have no idea what it is now.
Well, I'm gonna it's easier to explain to you over video. Once Jedi fills you in, I will fill you in on that scroll.
Okay.
So, most of the group walked to the entrance of Summerlands with us just to see us off. I think Loria, Wisefist, and I think that was it. Went back to 5 points just to collect everything and make sure Gerbo and everyone else that was over there was still alright. And as we were about to head in, Eldrick and Rowan got into a screaming match because Rowan was about to straight up betray the whole group.
Mm-hmm.
Which obviously pissed off Eldrick.
Mm-hmm.
Because he had something else planned, but I'm still not sure. But that scream match then turned into a literal fisticuffs. I want to say fisticuffs, but it was more like a one-sided curb stomp, which is always entertaining. People pay good money to see stuff like that. Afterwards, Eldrick kind of wanted privacy, and I think he poofed away to his lair. Which is now great, because we went from having 3 bells to now having 2 bells, now to having 1 bell. So, we got into the Summerland, and some random 1 in 100 chance, I'm not going to say who, but it looks like you given the fact that you are currently covered in dirt and what looks a little bit like snake venom on your shoes there, you probably found the pit that we fell into.
Most likely. DM, do I fell in this pit?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I fell in this pit that you guys mentioned.
Um,
Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes?
because apparently it was a 1T cult trying to get started, literally in baby stages getting started. They're no more. Was there
Okay.
still a dude locked in one of the cages when you went there?
DM, was there a dude that you locked in when I came there?
Yes.
Okay, yes.
We like squashed through 5 of them before we even had a chance, and the last dude just went, okay, you know what? But have fun, expect me.
And he is currently still locked in the cage.
I left the key nearby his foot. He should be able to get out whenever he wanted.
I mean, every time he tries, a new adventurer keeps falling into the damn hole. So I think he's just going to wait until one of you guys let him out.
So we had to go in to try and help rescue someone. You take a random guess who happens to get captured every once in a while. Hey Vera, how was that free Sunday?
Delicious.
Good. I'm glad you enjoyed your free Sunday. Totally unrelated.
I got 3 ice cold.
Oh yeah. It was snow bombs.
We're getting an ice cream party.
Oh yeah, that is right. So whenever we meet up again, remind me so I can get Yesley a cake.
Yes. If you need a treat at all, the snow cones here are 5-star.
Thanks.
But while we were in that cult, we ended up running into a new friend of ours, and I will literally gesture to Balazar, who is a cleric friend. So he has agreed to help us in our adventures for a little bit, trying to help find Zara, who we still cannot find.
Okay.
I will say, Xylary and I were pretty sure that Easy had her, and we can now confirm that she does not even know where she is. Which is really disconcerting. We do know that I can't remember the name of the kings. Both Jedi and myself cannot remember the name of the kings. But whoever's referred to as Santa has a library that you'll probably like going to, but is probably where his other bell happens to be. We also heard from one of the religious officials here that the bells have different rings for different meanings. Whether or not it's a hey, I'm here, or hey, there's trouble. But if they ring, they had to be intentionally rung. And every time I ring the bell, and I'll literally ring right in front of a thing, I have to wait to hear something else, and I haven't been hearing anything since we left the Dreadforce. So, still don't know where this 4th bell is. Don't know where Zara is, because we thought she was here. She probably is still here, but we haven't known if she's here. Oh, BTW. Axel is tracking down a lead. I kind of learned to, when he has an idea, let him try his ideas. Man, I trust him to hopefully run into everything. I think that's it. The only other thing I think is worth bringing up is, were you there the other time? Were you there with us on the ship, Luis?
The ship, you mean when?
When Axel first joined us?
Axel is...
Rob.
The dwarf.
No, I wasn't. I think I wasn't in that session particularly.
Okay. There was a blue dragonborn that was kind of like his rival that ended up having a scuffle with Xylary.
Oh, wait. Yeah, I do know about the blue dragon now.
Okay.
So, yes.
Haven't seen or heard any other signs of him either. We know the wolf form is somewhere. We know Easy is somewhere. And they're most likely watching us the entire time we're here. There us and just send us on red herrings while we are slowly trying to catch up.
Okay.
Rancor.
Your new cleric friend is a large blue dragonborn, full plate armor.
Okay.
Who does not know our other dragonborn friend.
Mm.
But like also has said like has not seen other dragonborn in the area, so it's not like
Yeah.
And the only reason why I'm having Jedi emphasize that is just more because like that's to him that's always like important is like keeping tabs on who can be up to you.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah.
Now you can't blame Eldrick for doing bad things, okay, you can, but you can now blame Peter for doing bad things with Eldrick.
Hey. Which might happen today, so we will have fun with that.
Right?
We are going to a mansion. Do we all get boss vacuum cleaners and second ghosts?
Well, maybe. So I want to just ask Luis a couple of questions to make sure he can be caught up. I'm pretty sure Jedi answered most of them, but there are some key things that Luis should know as a player and a character. And if you already know it, then you can just say pass on X or whatever. Were you there when this is all will be Dreadforce related questions? Were you there when they entered the town in the Dreadforce?
No, what was the town? Partially. I remember partial of the things.
Were you there for the whole town at all?
The town, one thing that I know for sure when it came to the town was when we were saving Jesslyn. Right? You're referring to that?
Okay, yes, correct. Do you know what happened at the end of it?
Yes. We ended up summoning Jessley's god to try to save her, which pretty much turned out to be something that helped the enemy in the end, but with the exchange of saving Jessley's life.
Oh,
So,
perfect. Okay, so you at least remember that part. Okay, so then that's pretty much all the questions.
And then turned out to be an awaken.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Which is now the second Awaken, and the campaign has...
Which we didn't know until it happened that Jessley all this time was a chosen.
What the twist?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we'll get to the Summerlands. We'll get back to the current time. For Luis, as your scroll, you have a very interesting scroll. It is a scroll of teleportation, but it only teleports you to 4 locations.
Oh.
And these locations, one is in Silent Night, one is in 5 Points, one is in the Dreadforest, and one in the Summerlands.
Silent Nine.
One in each area.
Forest. Silent Nine, Dread Forest. What are the other two? Summerlands?
5 Points in Summerlands.
Okay.
So they do all have like a little like power symbol for like green that lit up, except for the one in 5 Points. That one is red and it says disconnected.
Oh. And boy. And it's a one-time use, this other scroll, correct?
No, it is not a one-time use.
Oh, okay. That's good to know.
Yeah. You do have each of the X's do have a name to them. Let me get you those names right now. There we go. That's weird. All right. So the one in we'll start with a fairy. We'll do 5 points. That one's name is going to be THAUSS.
Okay.
The one that was 5 points, right?
That was 5
Yeah.
points.
The one in Silent Night is going to be GOSBUN. The one in Dread Force will be called QUL. ADEK.
That's a weird name. Melodic?
It is quite weird. And the one in Summerlands is going to get even weirder. It's going to be Shoot Serena in the Shoulder. I'm kidding. It's not that. It's going to be ERG. ERG UY.
Hold on, repeat, because
Okay.
you log off when I...
Okay, so the name is going to be ERG
ERG.
UY
Uh-huh.
OGU.
What the heck? How do you pronounce that?
I have no idea. This is random name generator.
Okay. Juju.
Juju.
Juju. Juju.
Was it like the woo?
Which of the 4 ones is disconnected again?
The one at 5 points. That one is disconnected.
Okay.
And so with your map, with the map that everyone has, those maps will be. Your map will look exactly like the map everyone has of the land, which is, if you guys don't remember, it's in the Discord. But one of the places is located actually in Silent Night. The other location is located in the graveyard at 5 points. The other one's located in the middle of the Dread Forest. And the Summerlands one is located in the mountains. So one in actual Silent Night, one in 5 points, one in the Dread Forest, and one in Summerlands. So you can teleport to any one of those that is still online. That is the information Louise has. He can share it. Oh, Arthur, that's the information Arthur has. He can share it if he likes, or he can keep it to himself.
Hey, I share with the group.
Okay. So the group now knows that information I have said.
Like as I was walking through the pit of this, despair with all the snakes and everything, I finally unlocked the scroll. Turns out to be a teleportation. For all 4 points that we've been, with the exception of one, which for some reason is disconnected.
Does it look like something that can be reconnected at some point? Or do you think it's been a permanent defecation to the scroll?
I'm pretty sure skull is that it's not a one-time use. It's specifically to move around. But for some reason, someone disconnected this particular point, so we can't get to it unless we can fix it.
We can't use sending to talk to like Wisefist or Warrior or someone and be like, hey, can you check this out while we're gone?
Because that's what the other half of the group is they're at 5 points, alright?
Or they're at least making their way to 5 points. I've only been in here. This is only our second day, and I know it's a couple day trip to. Thank you.
So what does the group want to do?
Okay, so Axel's gone. He said he'll catch back up with us. I mean, he knew that we were gonna like try to like head off to one of the other towns to try and find the library. Player DM question: like, we weren't told that the library was like in a specific town or if it was through the mountains, right?
I'm safely going to assume that you can, if it's the Library of Santa Claus, you probably assume it's past the mountains.
Okay, pass. But yeah, what do you guys think about just heading off for the next town, trying to make our way towards the mountains?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Do you need anything, even though you just got here, Arthur, or are you good to just head back out again?
I mean, I do want to take a shower first, but after that, I'm down to go whatever we want to go.
Yeah, I didn't know like if you needed to like regain spells or whatnot afterwards, so I didn't know what happened, obviously.
No, I think so far I'm good.
Okay.
We do have a healer now, so that will be helpful.
There we go.
So, but I got everything that I need so far, like I haven't lost much. And recently, like I got a little stronger with the level up, so.
Hey, you level up to 5?
Yeah, I'm on level 5 now.
Perfect. So we'll say Arthur goes, like, leaves stuff with you guys and goes takes a bath in the bathhouse. While you guys are waiting for Arthur, do you guys want to do anything?
Alright, you think you should leave now before he gets back?
Is there a cleric shop, like a magic shop or anything like that, potion shop?
Magic shop, no. Potions, not really.
Cool.
Remember, the Summerlands, as it comes, I guess, a community. Their magic is mostly tools, whether it's arcane or divine. And if they have any healers, like anything of a divine capability, it's probably low level of, hey, I can cure your broken leg. Boom, you're good to go.
And there wasn't much in the way of like healing potions, right? It was pretty much like what we have is what we have at the moment.
Correct. It is a very peaceful, calming section that you guys are in. Which I guess for you guys might feel a little eerie and disturbing since you guys haven't felt like this in quite some time.
Yeah, that's the last place we were on ancient.
I forget the name of the story, but it's like a dystopia that's supposed to be like it's a perfect Leave It to Beaver type of place, but it just seems a little too on the nose.
Correct.
Yeah, like it really shouldn't be this like this at all.
I'll be right back. Put my dog out.
Alright. Yeah, pretty much. It's, you guys will get that eerie feeling like that. Since you guys did spend half of about 2 weeks in the Dread Forest, feeling on edge, feeling hunted, and experiencing what you guys did was truly lovely on my end because I'm so proud of my story in the Dread Forest. But when it comes to a player standpoint, it was hell.
That's great. We had a great time. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I mean, you guys participated in a game. You saw an auction. You know, you saw lovely outfits. Yeah. I mean, Vera had a Zuko moment, so, you know, everyone was happy.
I most certainly did.
I mean, Vera got to wear some lovely outfits while she was there.
Also change.
So, you know, I think it went well. You guys fought some oozes. Yeah, it was quite nice. But I mean, you guys missed out on the very lovely food that was offered. Maybe next time you guys can go back and try some of the the cuisines. I hear they are to die for.
Duh.
The best words I can. The food kind of catches your tongue. Or you get lost for words when you enjoy this food. Okay.
I was like, wow, what is that?
Stave is a phone. Alright.
It's the best that he ate.
So what does Vera, Jedi, and Zairi want to do during this time Arthur is taking a bath?
So there's not a lot in the way of magical items as far as like combat is concerned, but like are there any type of magical items at all in this place, or is it more like there's not the only thing magical here is like stuff from the live?
I mean, there are magical items from like magical farming equipment, some magical sewing stuff to make it easier to sew, some art supplies are magical, you know, some stuff that like for combat wouldn't be really useful, but for everyday living it becomes easier. I mean, you just walking around this town, you guys notice that these people really had no need for magic, even though, you know, there are blacksmiths still working on armor or some weapons on the side time, but they're mainly just doing repairs. It seems like this land has become a very unified area.
Let's go window shopping for a few.
Okay, what do you want to go into shopping for?
You can use Arthur's money.
Literally anything. Just window
Can
shopping.
you wear a wedding dress so when Zara comes back?
Oh my god.
That's what we should do, Vera. Yes, let's do that.
Alright, so we're shopping for Vera's wedding.
No, not for my wedding.
Oh, sorry, not Vera, Zairi's.
Wait, Zara
Sorry.
and Zara.
Zairi and Zara.
Shopping, I'm confused.
I'm sorry.
Anything easy is watching and it's just sweating bullets.
Oh
And I'm also
god.
glad they do that out of spite while we're waiting for our friend.
So as you guys, you know, I'll make this a little fun and easy. As you guys are, you know, talking about weddings in front of, like, you know, in the tavern, one of the other patrons in the tavern goes up and goes, "Did I hear wedding? I myself is a wedding planner. How may I be assistance?"
Oh no.
Gee, what a fine profession! If only there was someone, you know, that was, you know, currently has a ring, but I don't have a ring. Vera, you don't. I mean, you had some on your horns and everything, but like that was more decorative. It wasn't for anything.
Now, who's the lucky folks getting married?
I'm
That is that thing where it's like you stand still and does it.
Well, congratulations, darling.
Thank you.
Now, may I ask, is it to a gentleman, a lady, in between, an ooze, a dragon? Like, I don't judge, I don't mind. I just would like to know so I can have an idea of what I need to plan for.
A lady.
Oh, home, sweetie. She is one lucky gal. Now, where is this? Are you the lady over there, sweetie? Is it that lady?
Unfortunately, no.
Oh.
Well, she said that like she doesn't know. I need to be liked.
There's a love triangle going on, and I didn't even know it.
No.
Jedi's just like eating some popcorn.
She doesn't like me that much.
I mean, she made you fall down a hole.
My one did it.
Well, he'll go, well, hello. Well, my name is Gregory, and I'll be more than happy to design you a dress.
Oh, that sounds great. Sounds lovely. Very much appreciate that.
How much time do you have on? Do you have a whole day? This might take a while.
I don't know if we have a whole day.
So that we probably do not have.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm taking a shower and then we're gonna head on out.
I'm pretty sure you can put two and two together, as you know, we are not regulars of this place, being adventuring groups. We were trying to meet up with the other half and her other half as well. So,
oh, it's like a scavenger hunt. That is very
do you have
cute.
like a business card or a brochure or something I can keep?
Well, I don't know what a business card or a brochure is, but I do have a
It's
business.
something for us to keep for contact purposes in case we want to come back here.
Magical contact purposes. What are we gonna
It's,
text her?
it sounds like you're talking about a phone line, whatever that is. Adventurers are always weird, but they always have the fascinating stories. Well, and how about this? Well, if you don't mind, since your friend is taking a shower, I can either get your measurements now or later, and then you can just swing on by.
Do it now.
That's good.
Do you want to do it in front of everyone, or would you like to go to a private room?
I mean, we can do it right here.
All right. He takes out his little measurement thingy, and he starts to measure you up for a dress. It's like real life in D&D.
Yep.
You just go boom, boom, done. He goes, well, I will get right on this dress. I'll give you a good discount if you come back in a month. Or if you just come back at all. If not, another bride will like it. But I just need to know 3 of your favorite colors so I can design this dress to your T.
Blue, purple, and burgundy.
Burgundy. Like to live on that edge. Wonder what your significant other might like. Well, we, like I am more than one person. I will get right on it. Just whenever you need me, you can find me at Gregory's Isles. That's the name of my shop. Well, Gregory, if you don't have a father figure, will walk you down the aisle.
Oh, lovely. Fantastic. Thank you.
You're welcome. And hopefully I will see you soon. And if you don't have a ring, sweetie, don't worry. Gregory has your back. And Gregory will strut out of the inn and get to work.
What a stroke of luck, everyone.
Right?
Around
Something goes right.
around that time, Arthur comes back out, just clueless of what has gone on.
So Balazar too, for that matter.
Now all I need is my goddamn wife.
Out of nowhere. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Oh, Lordy.
I love how now the quest title will be Looking for Wife.
Finding wife.
Season 2.
How I Met Your Wife.
Ah, there we go.
It could be the journey of the Princess Bride. I don't know.
So many puns. Alright, so what shall you guys do? Arthur's back. He's nice and clean. His clothes are clean. It looks like he got kind of like a new outfit, just a little like upgrade, nothing too fancy. But we'll say you guys finish them eating. You kind of make small talk in between each other, just what's going on, kind of chit chat how you guys would do Zyrie's wedding. You know, who's gonna be the flower girl and who's gonna do all that fun
Should I
stuff.
put the little color on so I go back on form?
Are you gonna be the flower doggy?
You got the pillow with the rings.
Ah, yes. So I think now I got a plan for a wedding in game, and then hopefully it doesn't get like the red wedding.
No! Don't you dare!
But if it does, it does.
No!
Well, to be fair, I know the perfect person who would love to crash your wedding.
Blue Dragon Boy.
Not me.
Not you just see Eldrick just like there. I'm just here for a wedding. I don't know what you guys want.
Eldrick's there's like, I'm a bard. I want one of the bridesmaids.
Hey. So what do you guys want to do now since everyone's ready to go?
You guys to talk about Eldrick when he's not me anymore.
For those of you at home who don't know who Eldrick is, he's David's first character who became the Grinch.
So hang on, I got a question.
Yeah?
Player question. So they're just not with us anymore. It's just now you're David. You're the paladin, right? Sorry, you're the cleric. So you're the cleric now.
Yeah. I am Balazar now.
Correct. David has chosen to relinquish control over Eldrick, making him a non-playable character.
Mm-hmm.
So he is now a fully awoken.
Every
And
time I paid the price, that actually got me closer to giving him the character.
You know what?
Every time I paid the price to get stronger, it actually got me closer to actually giving up the character.
10-4. So pretty much now your character is kind of bad guy now. Is that it?
Yeah, essentially, yeah.
He did fight so hard to actually stay good now.
he did.
Well, sure, let's go with that.
It was one of those things like you were still with us because you cared for the team, but you were just giving into that power. Oh wow.
There was months.
It is what it is.
There was months worth of planning with that, Luis.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Alright, so what shall the 813 do?
Well, now that everyone's all set, do you want to
Yeah.
start making our way over to the next town so we can start making our way over to these mountains? Get to the library.
Yep.
Yeah.
Don't see why not.
Perfect. Alright, so you guys get up, shake off, Zyrie has a smile on her face. Her wedding's getting planned by someone who seems overly happy to plan someone else's wedding.
We'll pay the bar tab.
Pay the bar tab. And off to find Zyrie's wife. I should have had Gregory ask, do you want to get married in a blood pit? Or battle pit? I think we can discuss that later.
The only place to get married.
In a fighting pit.
As soon as the doors close, we're gonna be like, I thought Zara said guys wanted to get married in town.
Maybe. We'll see if we're still here at that point.
Yeah.
We'll see how long we're in the Christmas special for.
These places aren't bad. Let's face it. These aren't my first choices.
All right, so I think we're gonna have some fun here.
Oh no, not fun.
Not fun because that usually means Arthur is gonna get hit.
Peter can't have fun.
Oh, you figured out my secret. Who told you? Was it Yesley?
No.
I'll give Arthur a chance before something happens. Arthur, do you want to try using that scroll, or do you want to wait until maybe more of the players come or your party members are all reunited?
We'll wait for now until the scroll is actually needed.
All right, that means we're gonna have some fun. All right, as you guys scroll through the town, it grows quite quiet as a sunset. For once, no disappearing friends, no sudden ambushes, no pits to fall
I don't
into,
trust it. Perception check.
or no mysterious things happening. Days like this kind of feel, really rare for you guys. There are still people around. There's happiness. You guys are walking through like a very happy town. But
Is the kid who was hired to watch us still watching us? Like if I look at some of the corners, is he still watching us?
he's kind of doing that like mirror thing to make sure like you guys don't see him, because he wants a further head start because of what Axel did to him. He's terrified.
Everybody's doing that, right? Right.
I mean, he's
I don't do one of these things like this.
and like when you wave at him, he just runs. He books it.
I was good cop.
He doesn't trust you guys though because of Axel.
Goodbye.
You should notice we don't have Axel with us. Then again, Axel was invisible, so for all he knows, Axel is right here.
You never know.
All right, a darkness overtakes the scenery. The curious sensation of someone watching you guys, not of who you know watches you, prickles your skin. A chill breeze soon sweeps the sensation away, but the paranoia sticks with you. Another dozen moments fleed by as you walk through the town. But you just can't shake the fact that, someone's watching you. Then all of a sudden, your vision goes dark. You awake in a dark cell. The cold from the stone floor underneath you creepily uncomfortable against your skin. How long were you out for? So you guys each awaken in a cell.
All together or different cells?
Different cells. You guys do not have any of your gear. But each and every one of you do hear a familiar laughter. And a nice little, as you guys wake up, kind of like a green haze comes off of you guys. And you all recognize that laughter to be Eldric's laughter.
Oh, lovely.
So I got some little bit more descriptions for you guys. The floor of your ceiling suddenly rumbles and shakes around you. Then the rumbling passes as quickly as it comes. You look around and find only thick, unforgiving walls of stone. Actually, you guys are in the same cell, so scratch that. You're in the same cell. The room is so cramped you can feel the shifting bodies of heavy panic breathing of those trapped with you.
So it's not just the five of us, there's others?
Oh no, the five of you guys. It's just like, again, it's one of those, you're walking, and like just hearing Eldric's laughter as you guys wake up and having that like chill of what the fuck just happened. The fact that you guys don't have any gear on you. You can put to assumption that Eldric did one of his mind stuff to you guys. So you don't know if this is an illusion or this is for real. But you can also hear the sounds of bells ringing in your head.
Do I still have the other bell?
You do not know.
So I couldn't get the other one away from the third dude, but...
That's one of the very confusing things about what's going on right now. As of right now, you do not have a bell on you. So you wake up suddenly in this cell. Through the door ahead of you guys, you can hear the muffled sounds of a voice. The ritual has begun. Let's kill the sacrifices. Through the walls on either side, you can hear muffled screams of terror and pleas of mercy. A moment later, you hear someone unlocking your cell. Whoever has captured you intends to kill you and your fellow captives. To survive, you must escape, but you will also need some evidence if you wish to convince anyone of your events tonight who might be able to help you with what you seek later on. As in, if you get enough evidence, you might be able to convince someone of power to help you go get some other stuff. As in,
Or
yeah,
give us the bell back that he actually has.
that too. So this cell is about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 feet. There is a door right in front of you guys. I will have you guys go ahead right now and roll for initiative, and we'll see who gets to act first.
I rolled a natural 19. Do I still have my armor, or am I no longer with armor?
Nope, nothing. Just clothes. Luckily, I have Vera's minions. Oh, actually, I have Jedi's.
Huh?
That could be David's.
He's talking about the mini.
Alright. Balazar.
Oh, so
David? 6. Sorry, I didn't hear it first. Arthur.
6 as well.
Zythery.
13.
And Mira.
5. I always have really shitty rolls.
It's okay. We're gonna have a little pleasant conversation right now. Before any one of you are able to interact, you'll hear a voice in your head. That sounds very familiar. It will be the voice of Eldrick. And he will say, "Well, hello, friends. I hope I didn't catch you at a very inconvenient time."
What do you want, Eldrick?
Well, since I had at least 24 hours to contemplate my new position, I have chosen to make you guys pay for all the injustice you has caused me.
Caused you? What injustice?
Well, unfortunately, I wasn't able to get Axel, but I think the 4 of you would do.
I did it to you.
You have done nothing to you.
Jedi's not saying anything, but he's doing like that weird shrugging where it's like
And that's the thing, as doing nothing to me when I got attacked is just as much of a crime as doing something. To jog your memory,
I wasn't even there. I feel like you were a good person.
when Axel decided to attack me, you also stood around and did nothing. It made me the bad guy.
Wait, repeat that, I didn't hear it.
When Axel decided to heat up my helmet, you chose to stand there and do nothing. And blame me for it. So, with my newfound power, I want to return the favor. If you're able to get out of this scenario that I have concocted for you guys, you can walk free, and I will even guide you to a bell. But if you so die, Well, let's just say I get to have fun with your body.
So you're blaming us for you putting the helmet in the first place.
No, I'm blaming you all for not acting like a team. For not being in a party. Thanks to you guys, I went down this route. Granted, it's the route of power, and I highly enjoy it at this current moment.
Sounds like there's a little bit of denial there, sir. Because you gave in into the power when you had the opportunity to fight it. And you were fighting it.
Snap.
You just choose to give up to the power that you need.
Choose to give up because I didn't have a team to back me or support me.
We did back you up.
When?
You just got corrupted. I'm sorry. As a person that has studied magic and understands true power and so all sorts, I don't give this into it.
Wow.
Knowing all the consequences that it needs. But you want to play this game? Go on.
Oh,
The best we can.
I hopefully you guys do, and hopefully you can prevail. If not, your mind, body, and soul shall be mine. Because even though you will not die in here, if you do die, I will be able to take control of your body fully, and you'll be one of my lovely minions. So let's have the games begin, shall we? Enjoy not having any of your gear.
I'm personally not a fan of this.
Sorry you got it. Yes.
Well, enjoy, and I shall see you when you come for me. Bye-bye. And the voice fades.
I personally think you should have treated him better. He sounds like a really lovely person.
Alright, so who's first on the initiative?
Me. Sorry. You want me to send you a picture of the initiative order?
Yeah, sure.
Where's your neat little stuff that you had for us on Saturday?
So, fun fact about that. I thought the whole thing was plastic, so I can just simply wash it with water and, just dry it. But the only thing that was plastic was the back, not the middle part. The middle part was paper. So when I washed it, it dissolved, and I had to throw it away.
Oh, no.
So that's money I'm never going to get back.
Aw.
Yeah, it's okay though. I mean, I got to at least use it once, and that's just a lesson for me. If I ever do buy those products again, not to do that. To be very careful with it when I clean it. So Jedi, what would you like to do?
Is the cell door locked?
The door is made of heavy iron, but you can hear someone on the other side preparing to come in. The panic of screaming of others can still be heard.
And if I look around, do I see anything like boxes or other doors or just maybe an improvised weapon?
Nothing. Nope. Just a cold ground.
So it's all of us in a cell. I can hear someone on the other side of the door, and there doesn't seem to be another way out.
Correct. It's a one way in, one way out.
I'm gonna stand like nearby where the door opens. Like if a door opens like outwards, I want to be like where like the. I'm trying to phrase how I want to say here.
Do you want to
like
ambush whoever's going to come in?
Exactly.
Okay.
And I will hold an unarmed strike.
Alright. So, ambush. The door begins to open and... What?
I'm just gonna turn to the group and I'm just like keep your eyes peeled for anything.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so the door begins to open and you prepare to strike. So go ahead and roll me an unarmed strike.
That's an 11.
11 will hit. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Get my D4. That will be 6 points of damage.
Alright.
And then, because of Tavern Brawler, if I hit with an unarmed strike, I can then bonus action to grapple, but since I held the action, I still allowed the bonus action grapple person.
Sure. I'll allow it.
And so this is basically just a strength check.
It's acrobatics or athletics.
Athletics.
I think it's actually going to be your acrobatics versus their athletics.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought because I could use my athletics for it.
Nope, that is... Where's my little sheet? Okay, where's jumping, suffocating, couple of vision. Using an attack action, if you have a multiple attack, replace one of them. Target must be no more than one size. Okay, to make a athletics check versus the target's athletics or dexterity. So yes, you have to make an athletics check, and it'll be against their acrobatics or athletics.
That is a dirty 20.
You're a dirty 20. Alright, I don't think I'm going to beat this, but we will find out. I do not beat it.
So
Alright.
basically, whoever punches in, like, I try to, like, deck right across the jaw and then grab him into a sleeper hold.
I was just going to clean the room. Okay. You land your first solid blow in the face of a man in silver robes. He stumbles backwards. And you punched what looks like to be a cultist. This is gonna be fun. The cultist will act at the end of initiative. So you guys.
End of initiative?
Yeah, he'll be end of initiative.
I don't have unarmed strike on my character. How do you figure that out?
So it's going to be kind of like a normal attack roll. So it's a melee attack roll, but your damage is just going to be your strength mod.
Unless you're a monk or have Tavern Brawler.
Correct, unless you have like a feat or a class ability to give you an actual dice.
So do I get a plus to the roll?
So it would just be like a normal attack roll, your strength plus your proficiency modifier. But the damage is just going to be whatever your strength mod.
1 plus your strength.
Yeah, 1 plus your strength.
Okay.
Okay. Alright, blood appears from the man's nose. The cultist has suffered damage. And you did how much? 6, you said?
6.
Oh, no, okay, I'll fix that in just a little bit. On the other, so as you open it, as it's open, give you a little bit more description. On the other side of the cells, the cells are locked doors leading to other captives. Unseen, they still scream, cry, and plead for their lives. So you guys were in what to be the middle cell, right across from your cell. As your eyes adjust, you see an enormous engraving in the walls across from your cell. Loud clanking noises penetrate by an obscuring human mutilating can be heard from beyond this door. So right next from the first thing I described on the left, and another door leading to your right. A metal door, less thick and imposing than the other one cells, leads to the unknown. So you have your cell, and then you have a hallway. The hallway has 2 doors, one up front, one to the right, and then as you step out into the hallway, there are 2 more cells, one to your left and one to your right. And this cultist it's most likely gonna die. You have killed. Well, do you want to kill him or do you want to knock him unconscious? You're on mute.
Sorry, I will knock him unconscious at the moment.
All right. The road figure collapse. No, and he will say, "No, we must finish our work. The order deserves better than this." The blooded blade falls to the ground. It is of a short sword.
I mean, I'm assuming like he's like collapsing while I still have him in the sleeper hold.
Yeah, it was one of those like punch, and then he was able to get one last breath and then knock out. And instead of a sword, it would be a dagger. And rituals always have daggers.
True story.
Is it still technically my turn though, or are we moving on?
We'll move on to the next one. We'll say that you're in the hallway now, so you moved forward. But I got a little bit more descriptions for the group before we move on. With the cultists unconscious, a key also clanters out from the robe. You quickly use it to free your fellow. Oh yeah, they're all locked. Okay, well, you freely free. I love my English right now. You free your fellow captives. Though shaken, the relief at being released by you begins to turn into a tremendous hope for escape. So as we'll say this is all during Brophy's turn in one fluid motion for you guys. Esther, so there are other actual people in here. You can kind of, for you guys who've been in the town for quite some time, or for at least a day, some of these faces are a little bit familiar as Yesley falls asleep.
Oh no, is Greg the wedding planner here too?
Maybe. Let's find out. Esther.
I wasn't falling asleep, sir.
My eyes are just taking on long rests. I have to cast resistance.
Esther brushes dirt and dust from her white dress. You also got Granny Oren. Studies a carving on the wall. I love how it's Granny Oren.
Is it like Orenberry from Pokemon?
Orne. Oh, you're gonna love this name. Louise runs his hands over the age stone wall.
Please tell me he looks exactly like Arthur.
You know what? We'll say for this case, he looks exactly like Louise.
Wait, I'm an NPC?
You are an NPC in this current adventure into Eldrick's Mansion of Madness.
You should private message Louise what he will actually say so he can say it.
That would be too much time, but I might, maybe. You also have one more character. I'm going to butch this name dramatically. Shikakyo.
How do you spell it?
Sachiko.
Shakiko.
Shakiko has slipped back into her cell and is examining it.
Sachiko.
Oh, Zora. Ooh. Not Zyre. Oh my god, you guys' names are not Zara, but Zora looks vaguely familiar. She has kind of the same look as Zara, but a little different.
Which one was Zora again?
Zora is gonna look like Zara.
No, I have Esther, Granny Oren, Louise, and Sachiko.
Yes, Zora is the one I'm about to mention.
Okay.
Zora seemed to be worrying about the other captives. Wow, this fits that description perfectly. Perhaps examining the cells might give you some understanding of the captors. Alright, so that will all happen. So since, again, this is Mansion of Madness a little bit here, the turns will be a little wonky. I know David and Yesi had some experience with this because they did it in our other game. So it's kind of your actions kind of are a little vary. So you can interact, you can talk. If your movement is 30, it'll go down to 3 spaces. But when we get into combat will kind of happen like D&D. So these characters will only have certain responses to respond to you guys unless I give them a little bit more responses. So this is Eldrick's... I want to say this is Eldrick's Playhouse right now.
Is it like the Firefly Funhouse?
A little bit, I think so. So, we'll go on to the next of the initiative.
Which will be Zyri.
Alright. So the lovely things you can do, Zyri, is there are 5 people to talk to. There's 2 things to interact with, and there are 2 doors. You can use one of your bonus actions to interact or talk again to someone. So if you use one of your actions to talk to someone, it will be the full conversation of what the game gives me. Then as long as you have movement left, you can talk or you can move to a different thing and interact with that object or person. I'm going to assume we're going to... I cannot hear you.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're good now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna plug it in. I have to press allow.
Were you able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, where's the doors?
So right now you're in the cell. The only one in the hallway is the Jedi. You have a door in front of you and a door to the right. You can also go into the cells, which there are one cell to your right. There's Louise. The other cell to your left is Shakiko. You have a structure in front of you you can interact with, and then you have something inside of Shakiko's. I hope I'm saying that correctly. Cell that you can interact with that as well. And you can always freely talk to your companions here. Just kind of discussing whatever you guys want.
Louise, what's up with you, Louise?
Alright, so you move to Louise. So that would be 1, 2, that would be 2 of your movements, so you have only 1 left. So as you enter Louise's cell, he runs his hands over the aged stone walls. So you can ask him, discover anything important or any theories about what's going on.
Discover anything important?
Well, other than myself, no. But I'm glad I got a chuckle out of someone. I really was worried about that. He will say, well, I'm not sure what to make of it, but it appears this place has been seeing a lot of magic done to it. Even these old stone walls have traces of power in them which I can't quite identify. Whatever we are, I do not think we are safe. And I don't know why I went with that voice, but I did.
Same. I also don't feel like I'm safe.
So that's what he said to that. You can talk to him again, which will be your bonus action, and ask him any theories on what's going on. You can just move someone else and talk to someone else.
I'll ask him if he has any theories.
Okay. And he will say, Maybe. Whoever. I can't read apparently today. Whoever we have been taken might seem to want us dead. But I cannot tell you if we got on the wrong side or the wrong person, or we just in the wrong place at the wrong time. What do you think? You can respond with your character answer, or you can go with wrong side with the wrong people, or wrong place at the wrong time.
Wrong side of the wrong people.
Okay. Which he will respond with,
Not even knowing it.
right? Well, that answer fit really well with this story.
Backstabbing bitches. That's what.
Can you get the screen dagger out of my back, guys? It hurts. Well, if that is the case, we should keep our eyes out for anything that supports this theory. I am sure if we keep a level head, we can figure this out.
I keep feeling personally attacked in all of this.
Oh, not you, Just Eldritch.
Just
You're
a.
no longer Eldritch. We can talk shit about it now.
It's like, David, to be fair, we can't talk shit about you anymore. You're not Eldrick. This is all talking shit about Peter.
That's true.
So this is all Peter's fault.
Man, that fucking Peter.
Yeah, Eldritch was fine for the past few months, but all of a sudden, like the last 2 days, he's such a pain in the ass.
Yeah, he just gave in to the dark side. That's why I call him this bullshit.
I'm sorry, the dark side had health insurance and cookies, okay?
True.
Cyanide, there ain't no cookies on dark side.
Sounds pretty reasonable.
Alright, so Serena, you have one movement left, so you can move back into the hallway if you want, or you can stay in the cell with Louise.
I'll move back into the hallway.
Okay. Alright, so up next.
Alright, I'll be back here and take my dog out.
Okay.
Up next will be
Arthur.
Arthur.
Alright, so Arthur, you're in the middle cell, so you have 4 people to interact with, 2 doors, and then 2 objects.
What are the objects?
The objects will be in the cell to the left of you with Shokiko, and then the object will be right. The other one will be in the hallway right in front of you.
Right in front of me. Like, but what are the objects? Do I see what the objects are? Or do I need to interact to find out?
You need to interact to find out.
Okay, I'll start with the one in front of me.
Alright. So, you move ahead. Alright. An enormous engraving stretches the height and length of the wall. So that is the first object. You can search it, or you can move on to the Shikiko room. You can talk to a person, or you can search this object.
I'm gonna search the object.
Yeah. Alright, just as you've begun to look at the symbols, Granny lets out a low whistle. Would you want to listen to Granny or ignore Granny?
Wait, repeat.
Just as you begin to examine the symbol on the wall, Granny lets out a low whistle. Do you listen to Granny or do you ignore Granny?
I listen to Granny.
Alright, always listen to your elders, kids. Alright, the engraving in this 3 cross arrow pointed upwards, the alchemy symbol for silver. This symbol is symbolized with a silver twilight lounge. Granny Orin points at it. You're thinking what I'm thinking? We should easily be under the lounge. Feels how cold the stone is, how thick the bricks are. This hall could have been carved right out from the foundation stone. I suppose those rich twits added the bricks for extra security. Do you need me to repeat that?
Yes, please. It's like, got completely lost.
Alright, so the engraving of the 3 cross arrow pointed upwards. It's the alchemic symbol for silver. The symbol is symbolized with a silver twilight lounge. Granny Orin points at it. You're thinking what I'm thinking, kid? We should easily be under the lounge. Feel how cold the stone is, how thick the bricks are. The hall could have carved right out from the foundation stone. I suppose the rich twits added a brick for extra security.
Okay. So we're technically below the lounge? Is that what she's saying?
It sounds like it, yeah.
Okay. I'll ask questions about it later. What else is there for me to do?
You can talk to Granny, so you can use your bonus action to talk to one of the characters, or you can go into the cell with Shikiko and talk to her, or or investigate the other thing in her cell.
I'll investigate the other thing.
Alright, you still have movement left. Alright. Examining one of the cells may reveal information about your captor. So we're going to search that. You look over the cell for anything you might be able to learn. Give me a perception check. Or an investigation. I'll let you decide which one you want.
Perception or investigation, right?
Yep, one of those two.
It should be the same for those. Oh no, I'm gonna use investigation.
Alright.
25.
Perfect. You notice there was no slots for food or water in the door, nor is there any place for waste. These cells were not meant for long-term prisoners.
Okay, so yeah, I think they definitely gonna kill us. So I apologize to whoever's in here.
Alright, so that will be the end of your turn. Then we go on to Balthazar.
We managed to mess up the name.
How did I mess it up?
Balazar.
Balthazar.
It sounded like you put a th in there.
No, I probably did. I was trying to emphasize, hype up the name.
It also sounds like you swapped the S and the L, saying Bastard.
Balthazar!
Alright, so things to interact with. Near me, is there one other thing?
Right now it's just people or doors.
Okay. Not really interested in the people.
Fuck them people.
It sounds like they're not gonna be here very long anyway. Let me check out one of the doors.
The one straight ahead or the one to your right?
I will go with the right.
Alright, let me click on that door. A less imposing metal door leads to the unknown. Do you want to explore it?
Into the unknown. Yes, let's go. Let me take one step inside the door.
Ooh. So as you go to open it, I was gonna say Zara. Zora looks from you to the door and back again. We have no idea what's in this place. It's like, are you sure it's safe to go this way?
Not safe about anything.
I
None of it is safe.
roll me a persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Yeah, so as you kind of like reach for the door, she put her hand on your arm to kind of like, are we sure we want to go this way? So she's kind of like stopping you, but you can persuade her to, I got this. Don't worry, we're here.
I also have a 20 strength. I'm pretty sure I could stop her anyway. But that's a 21.
Perfect. She goes, all right, you go on ahead. Just be careful, okay? I don't want to lose any more people.
Of course.
And she steps out of your way.
Alright.
Alright, so leaving the dungeon behind, you open the door and find a cramped office room just outside. Okay, now I gotta find this piece. I always love cramped office rooms. Oh, hey, that was easy.
Does it look like Walt's
I mean, does Walt have a dungeon in his side office?
What do you think the tunnels are?
Ah, fair. Alright, yes, okay, so I'll continue from that. Alright, despite the thick stone walls around you, a long and jagged crack is spreading across the wall. Perhaps if you ask the other captives for help, you can break through the wall here. Amongst the crumbled papers of the trash, you can see a stained scroll. And then to your right, an enormous vault door hangs slightly ajar. Alright. No. You must break down the wall with the help of your fellow companion. The longer you knock down the wall, the more likely you can escape. Well, no, okay, whatever. Alright, so you'll move into... Alright, so you can either break down the wall, you can interact with the scroll, the same scroll, or you can try the vault door.
I'll look at the scroll.
Alright, let's interact with that scroll. As you reach for the scroll, a sense of strange power emanating from it. Go ahead and give me a wisdom saving throw.
That's good. That's one of the things.
Chain like I think.
However, the nat 1 that I just rolled does give me an 8.
Alright. Alright, the power around the scroll lashes out at you before diffusing, and the powerful invisible force pummels your body. So you're going to take 2 damage from it. Yeah, that whopping 2 damage. You better watch out, David.
I'm struggling right now. I'm struggling. Don't worry, next go around, I can cure myself.
Well, okay, so I meant 8 damage. Alright, so you moved, you interacted with 2 things. You can do your bonus action. Let's see. Well, your first action was the door, your bonus action was a scroll. Yep, that would be it for that. And then the last one is our fearless tiefling who falls into all the holes.
That doesn't sound right.
Fair. What shall you do?
What is else there is to interact with?
You can interact with 4 of the other captives, or you can go to the door up ahead.
I'll interact with one of the... You said 4 doors?
No, 4 captives, 1 other door.
Oh, I'll interact with one of the captives.
Alright, which one?
Whoever's not been interacted with. I know the old lady.
Well, the already responded wasn't interacted with.
Huh?
So there's 4 of the captives who have not been interacted with.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to interact with one of them, but I don't know who.
Well, you have Esther, Granny Orin, Shikeko, or Zora.
Esther.
Alright, Esther. Oh, no, that's Granny Or. Esther brushes the dirt from her white dress. You can either A, go help break down the office wall. B, a little overdress for a vineyard, huh? Or C, any injuries?
Any injury.
Alright. She goes, no, thankfully. Nothing but a broken necklace. Here, I can't wear it anymore, but I've always considered it lucky. It is a pendant of the void.
Oh, fuck.
She goes, here you go.
I don't know if I want it.
Well, you have to take it.
Boo.
As you don't have to take it. You can give it to someone else, or you can just drop it on the ground.
I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it.
You take it.
Yeah.
All right. So you take it, and a very strange and comforting familiarity comes back to you. You hear, "Hey pal." Esther pulls a silver ring off from one of her fingers and tosses it to you. That was on one of the goons who grabbed us. The symbol on it is all over this place. And the ring that she tosses to you is a membership ring. It has Eldrick's helmet on it. So you also have a unique ring.
A ring and a necklace, right?
Yeah.
A necklace is a void, and the ring has.
Eldrick's helmet on it.
Okay.
Alright, so you can talk to Esther again as your bonus action. You can move to a different room. If you do talk to Esther again, it's go help to take down the wall, or a little overdressed for the venue, huh? Or you can talk to a different captive.
I'll talk to Grandma.
Granny Orin studies the key carvings on the wall. You can tell her to go help down the office wall. The carvings means anything to you, or know anything about why we were taken.
Sharon said something about the carving wall, right?
The carving, you can ask. She did that with Louise, yes.
Yeah.
But you can. The carving means anything to you, or know anything on why we were taken.
Carvings mean anything to you?
Oh, yes, Granny Orin nods. There is this symbol of the Silver Twilight Lounge. Bunch of the most snobbish people you ever known. You know what I have ever had the misfortune to meet? They think if you have enough money, you don't need to have any decency. We have crossed paths before. They even offered me a membership once. I like telling them exactly what they could do with it, with that offer, if you know what I mean. The old woman breaks into a quiet, theatrical laughter.
Okay.
Alright, so that would be the group's turn. Then we go to Eldrick's turn. Let's see what Eldrick has planned for you guys.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah. A muffled voice calls from behind the door. What's going on in there? A moment later, the door wrenches open. A large blood-stained stone table dominates the room. A man stands inside. His skin and clothes flicker in fresh red stains. What? You are supposed to be dead, not let out of your cells. We need your blood. What is that idiot doing out there? Little evidence remain of whatever ceremony were recently performed. Somewhere above you, a muffled noise of many voices speaking can be heard. More of your captors are nearby, and if you are not quiet and careful, they may discover your escape attempt. A madcap plan suddenly occurs to you. Tempting it is impossible. This mythos, you're infected investigator with the highest sanity. Which one do you have the highest wisdom? Who has the highest wisdom amongst you guys?
I have 18.
What are your stats?
That's my cleric stat. 18 spells.
Yeah, I also have a 20 strength.
Yeah, that was my I got +3 to that because of resilient feat plus 2 from being Dragonborn. So those were my two highest ones.
Wisdom, I have 16.
Wisdom, I'm like 13.
I know Louis's probably wisdom is low because I mean, a wizard needs intelligence more than wisdom, really.
Mine is low, I know that.
All right, so David, roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving throw. That's good. That's a +7. So 12.
All right. Alright, so whatever was trying to take or do you damage, you're able just to shrug it off. But the cultists will attack. Well, ironically, it will attack Jedi. So Jedi without armor does a 12 hit you.
That is my AC.
Alright. Gonna take a whopping 4 damage.
Oh no.
I know. 20 more of those and I might actually kill you.
No.
No? Okay.
Be like 30.
I mean, health is not a problem for Jedi at the moment.
Right. Alright. So, we have that. Alright, so we go back to the top of initiative.
Which would be me.
Yeah, buddy.
You said 4 damage or 3 damage?
4.
Okay. Is the short sword right at my feet?
We're gonna say it's a dagger because it was for a ritual.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I use strength with a dagger?
Yeah. It's you can use strength or dex. It's a finenceable weapon.
And so am I able to pick it up and slash it on?
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
So first attack. That is another 11.
Oh, 11 will miss this time.
Okay, second hit. That should do it. So that was a natural 14. I always have to redo the math in my head. This is 21.
That would hit.
Dagger is a D4.
Correct.
That's another 3, so that's another 6 points of damage.
Alright. This one is still up. It seems like a little bit stronger than the next. So the last. Got anything else?
Well, I mean, I'm not moving. I'm not. There's not really a bonus action I can do at this moment. So yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Alright. So we're going to go next to Zairi.
I want to punch the guy.
Alright, you move over and go ahead and roll your attack.
Stop.
I also feel like we're about to witness a cooking show from you.
Perhaps. Well,
A 12 hits, yeah.
fuck yeah.
Cooking with Zairi. Brought to you by Eldrick.
So it's just 4 damage, and then
Would you like to kill him or knock him unconscious?
let's knock him unconscious.
Alright, so he is knocked unconscious.
Go ahead.
So it was kind of like you since he was like in the doorway of it was kind of you just peeking around a corner and just socking him in the face to knock him unconscious. Not like, not shoving Jedi out of the way or anything. But you can move into the bloodstain room and interact with the one thing in there.
Before she heads in, can I hand off over the dagger to her, being like, "You want to use this?"
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll fucking take a dagger.
Figure my armor strike as a sword. We're gonna find her. We're gonna find her.
As you say all that and feels that Eldrick would pop in, well, you're not gonna find her. She doesn't love you anymore. She left you for a reason.
She didn't. No. Sorry, my dice fell asleep.
No.
Eldrick, you're uninvited from the wedding.
Well, hold on. Let's not do anything drastic here, okay? Let's not go that far.
He's going to get the last. He's in the last row in the corner.
Do not put me with Arthur. Do not put me with Arthur. He always gets attacked.
He's gonna get that one table that's by the kitchen, so and the door opens and it's
Alright. Do you want to interact with the one thing in the room as your bonus action?
Sure.
Alright, let's see what it is. Oh yeah, little evidence remains of whatever ceremony were recently performed here. Ooh, this is nice. It is hard to tell the details of the ritual other than it requires a lot of blood. You manage to find a stained driver's license, which is not a thing, but yeah.
It's a military identification card.
We'll say that. We'll say you find a stained military blah blah blah, something that makes sense for this world.
They have voting in this world, so it seems like there would be some sort of voting registration card.
Oh yeah, they did have voting. We did establish that. So yeah, we'll say it's a voting card. Next to the ceremonial slab. If you escape your imprisonment, it will help prove what happened here. So yeah, you found evidence.
Write that down. I'm using that thing you put in Discord too, Peter. Thank you for putting that in.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Go ahead. Put in all the things you guys need. And let's not forget that Yesley had her anniversary yesterday. So yay, Yesley.
Yay!
Okay, so after.
But it was the other day.
Oh, the other day. My bad. My apologies. The other day.
I cut my finger yesterday. No.
I felt like she realized she didn't need a thumb, so she's like, I don't want a thumb anymore.
Oh no. So mean.
But it's okay. We'll go on to the next one. Arthur. What shall you do?
Yes.
Uh,
Okay, so what's left to interact with? What do I see?
You can interact with Esther. Again. You can tell any one of them to go help pull down the wall, or you can talk to Shikeko and see what's up with her.
So for the old lady who's staying the sister, right?
Yeah, there's Granny and then there's Esther. Both of them are old ladies.
But Granny was the one that was giving me the hint.
Correct.
Did someone already interacted with Granny a little further?
Vera did. But you can always ask her, know anything about why we're taken, and you can also tell her to go help with the wall.
Okay, and I missed the part about the wall. Like the wall. What is the wall? It's like, are we trying to take it down?
Yeah, you can take it down with the help of everyone.
So far. Well, I guess we have to take down the wall, so let's help with taking down the wall, right?
Who are you going to ask to help take down the wall?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I'm in the room where the wall is.
Yeah, but out of the captives, who are you going to ask?
No, yeah, I'm gonna ask the captives.
Who?
whoever's the youngest that I can see.
That would either be Shikaku or Zora.
Chicago.
Alright, let's go to have her go help break down the wall. Alright, Shikaku nods. I can do that. Move. And then she's already in another room. So you can come back and you can ask Esther, Granny, or Zora to help take down the wall as well. Again, the more people you have to help take down the wall, the easier it shall be.
Yeah, the next youngest person, I'll ask them to help out as well.
Alright, Zora. Alright, she is there as well. I can definitely do that. Alright, so that will be pretty much your turn. You interacted with two people, you moved, and you told them to go break down the wall. Break down the wall.
Break down the wall. It's a jerk.
Alright, now we got Balthazar. Gonna happen every time, guys.
You just do it on purpose.
I actually don't.
But sadly, yeah, I know you don't actually do it on purpose.
Except, there. That I do on purpose.
Right. Alright, so I'm going to try to interact with the scroll again that attacked me earlier.
It dissolved when it attacked you. After it attacked you, yeah.
Well, fuck's sake. So there's a vault door.
Yeah.
Well, I'll check it out.
Alright. Let's check out this vault door. Let's explore. Oh, that was easy. You pulled the heavy door wide enough for you to get inside and find the vault to be practically empty, as though someone has ransacked it before you. But there is something to interact inside of it. Ooh, there are a few left things behind. Another item lies nearby, and you can move in. Yeah, so there's a couple items still left in, and there's one thing to interact with.
Alright, well, that's, if I can interact, kind of look at the things that are left, but also interact with the thing that's there. Is that a thing?
Yeah. So we'll do this thing to interact first with, and then I'll let you know all the other things left over. Alright. Someone has emptied the vault of its containments, but you do manage to find a slim manila folder forgotten behind on a shelf. A lone photo inside shows the assembled robed figure gathered in some of the cemetery rooms. On the back of the photo it says Order of the Silver Twilight 21. This photo is proof that more lies beneath the venue of the Silver Twilight Lounge than anyone would expect. So you found another evidence, which is good, and you found your gear. Your gear was left over.
Oh.
Just your gear. So it looks like they had gear here, but it looks like they were in a rush. They took everyone else's gear and then forgot these items.
Alright, that includes my armor and everything?
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I'm putting everything back on.
So that would be your turn to just put everything back on and everything.
Does that include my maul, everything?
Yeah, that would include everything as well. It's just like, it looks like someone like dragged it and everything kind of plopped it there, but it does look like they were just trying to get as much stuff in as a hurry, but it looks like your stuff was the heaviest. Right. So they just was like, fuck it, just leave it there. We gotta go.
Alright, cool.
Vera.
I'll interact with Esther again.
Esther. You can tell her to go help break down the wall, or a little overdressed for the venue, huh?
A little overdressed.
Alright. Esther flashes you a wide smile. Better to be best dressed damn at the ball, don't you think? Don't you think? And after they sent us to a nice, after they sent a lovely invitation for us. A glided invitation, I like it. Nice way to reference those brass knuckles. Or, and here I did not even have my best jacket to wear. Or, you got an invitation? Okay. Esther giggles. Oh, well, you are just the sweetest thing, huh? No, honey. I got the same invitation I've been betting everyone did. A bunch of tough fellas caught me leaving a speakeasy. So you can talk to her again, which you can just have her go help the wall. You can talk to Granny, or have her go help the wall, and you can also talk to Louise and have him go help the wall. Or you can go to the wall.
Talk to Louise.
You can tell him to go to the wall?
Yeah.
Alright. So he goes, well, I shall do my best. And then he'll put you back out in the hallway. Yay, hallway.